Hey guys, don't mind the busted hair, the no makeup, and the ghetto fit. I'm filming this intro after the fact. So, we're a very tired mama. Very tired, very exhausted, very over it, ready for just a vacation from the vacation. It didn't really feel like it was a vacation. A lot of planning. Aries had a project due, and his project was to build something that has wheels on it. He wanted to build a fire truck. So the goal of this is a car show for the school, and they have to build a car that they're gonna wear, and they're gonna, as if they're the drivers. Okay, cool. So I thought this was gonna be a simple task. I'm anything but simple, so that's definitely not happening. So that's what you're gonna see in this vlog. And also, it was two of our kids' birthday this month. So my partner has 3 kids, I have 1, so we're a blended family, beautiful blended family. And they spend like long periods of time with us. So since it was their birthday this month, we just planned like a little trip to be able to celebrate their birthdays and all of us spend time together. And it fell the same week that I also had to get Aries' project done. So you can already imagine my brain. So what you're gonna see in this vlog is just getting all the supplies ready, and then the birthday weekend celebration. So we went to the American Dream Mall in Jersey for the, oh my god, what's it called? The DreamWorks water park. It was so much fun. So much fun, but it was exhausting. And then the following day we had to go to a birthday party for Aries' classmates. And it worked out great because the kids, since we had the kids that weekend, we all were able to go. So we had so much fun. Luckily that was local, so we didn't have to go out of our way, just like the DreamWorks water park was. But then after that I had to finish Aries' project. So with that being said, let's just get straight into the video. First stop, Dollar Tree. These are cute. Dollar Tree has a lot of cute stuff now. Got a lot going on. Just look cute. I actually do need one of these to put all of Aries and the kids' artworks in. We actually need, we'll get red. Since we're making a fire truck, I'll get a few of these. We're slowly but surely running out of room. Dollar Tree is really stepping up their game. Look at this. LED strips. Now I just have to see if I can find something for like a flicker on and off for Aries's, what's it called? No, is this a 2-pack? Even if it's not, I'm getting 2. This is actually perfect. No way. And I could probably, because this is plastic, I could probably just get one of these and rhinestone it. But for $5, it's a steal. A Dollar Tree coming through with everything. It's an inspo. Still have to figure out how I'm gonna do that. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Okay, Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh, adorable. Gosh, look at this. Even got the heatless paws. So cute. Items secured. So I had this idea for these wheels to get some fabric, that's some striped fabric, and try to make them look as lifelike as possible. And then just twirl in some yarn to give it the effect. I'm not gonna lie, This took a lot longer than I initially planned, but it came out so cute. What took so long was just doing them one by one, because cars have 4 wheels, so I had to make 4 of these. And it was so tedious, but it was well worth it. I'm not even gonna lie. And honestly, after the second one, the third and the fourth was fast. It was smooth sailing because I already knew what to do and I knew how much fabric to cut. So that way the process was just done a lot faster. And I also used less glue. I don't know what happened to my audio here, but basically me and Bebe had to go to Target. We had to get the kids' birthday presents, not just our kids, but also the kids whose birthday parties we were going to. So that's basically what I'm just explaining here, making a quick little video before we go into Target. Target dollar spot. It's really doing its thing right now. These are cute. Oh my god, look at these bento boxes. Oh no, they're food containers. Oh, cute.
What is this?
I don't know. Oh my goodness, look at this. Cute. Low-key want this. So cute. Girl. Hold on, I have to take my hat off for this. Crazy ass hair. So today me and my son went to Target, right? And everything was going great. You know, we had a few things we had to get. We got everything on our list. Everything was going smoothly. We had cafecito in our hand. My son got his juice. Everything was going peachy, right? As we were checking out, we went to the register lady just because, I don't know, those that are moms knows that it's just easier. It's easier to go to a cashier than to do it yourself and go to those check out yourself stations, because then you have why this. Anyways, I'm derailing. About to pay, we were all set. All of a sudden, we hear a man cursing and screaming away, like going off on somebody, right? Lo and behold, he's speaking this way to his kid, a 5-year-old kid. I'm about to tell you right now how I know he's 5 years old. So he's acting a fool and acting childish. So as he's screaming and cursing out this child, mind you, his other 2 kids are right next to him who are definitely under 5 years old, and his wife, who's just quiet, and you can tell her face is horrified and terrified. As he's yelling at his kid, he's slamming everything to the cashier lady, slamming all of his merchandise as she's scanning. I'm looking at our register lady who's about to check us out, and we both lock eyes. My son is right next to me, and he's so focused on everything we're getting, but he obviously sees it. He's like, "Mommy, what's going on?" And the register lady hears it, and she looks at me and she said, "You know, I have my kids, and I've gotten angry and frustrated at my kids, but never once did I ever speak to my child like that." And I looked at her, I was like, "'Cause you don't." He may be a toddler, but they're still babies. Mentally, they're not completely formed yet. You don't completely form yourself until you're 25. Men, 30, 40. I felt such a tug because that's just unacceptable. So as we're paying, I'm telling you, I normally mind my business, but I couldn't help myself because as a mom myself, having, like, my son is 4, about to be 5. Kids are hard, but that's your job as a parent, is to teach them. After we pay, we're done, we're ready, boom, 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 we're walking out. We walk past him, and now he's taking it out on the register lady who's telling him, "You don't speak to a child like that." Like, mind you, she's so calm and quiet. Her voice is slow, but letting him know, kudos to that cashier, because she was letting him know that his behavior is absolutely unacceptable. So I stop. And my son is trying to open up his stuff, but I asked him to give me a moment because I turn around and he's still going at it. And I felt like I had to say something. My mental state for that was, if you're acting this way towards your family, towards your children in public, I can't imagine what you're doing behind closed doors. Domestic violence and child abuse on 1,000. See, I took it upon myself and I walked my ass over there with my child in hand. And I let him know that his behavior is unacceptable and he shouldn't be speaking to his child that way. It's a baby. His response was, who are you? He's not a baby, first of all. He's 5 years old. And I was like, that's still a baby. That is still a baby. You don't speak like that to anybody. Even if it wasn't a child, you shouldn't be speaking like that. But less so that it's a child. Come on. And he just started going off. Who are you? Who do you think you are? Why are you talking? Why are you getting involved? Why don't you mind your business? And I was honest. I was like, I would have just walked away and mind my business. But I'm worried for your children, because if you're acting a fool like this in public, I can't imagine what you're doing in private. Anybody in this store would have the right mind to call the police or ACS, and you deserve to catch a case. Take some anger management class, something, because clearly you can't control your anger. You can't control yourself. You can't tame your emotions. I'm sorry, this hair is really coming for me. I let him know what it was and that he should be catching a case with ACS with his behavior, because what he's doing is considered abuse, because it is. If you look it up, if you speak to any of the agencies, because here in New York is ACS, which is Child Protective Services, basically. You will get your child taken away. You will catch a case and you will be forced to take certain classes. Or worse. And as I told him that, he looks at me and says, you know what? I should be calling ACS because you came over here with your child trying to talk to me. And I just cut him off right away. I was like, you should. I highly encourage. That would be the best thing you would do right now, is call the police and call ACS. So we can all sit down and have a conversation with them, so we can explain to them your attitude, your form of speaking to your children, and your actions that are completely unacceptable. Security guard comes over and he's like, ma'am, don't worry, we'll watch him. And I said, that's amazing. My only concern is what's going to happen when he leaves with his family. And truly, I regret not staying there and actually calling the police. What it looked like was that this is normal behavior for him, at least in the mother's eyes. Because his wife looked at him and she just looked scared, but she knew to be silent, which is the problem. So it leads me to believe that this happens a lot in their home. So this is more so a story time. So that way, if you see something, say something. But don't just tell the person. Because I feel like me speaking up put him on notice and put her on notice that hopefully she will get the help she need. She will get the help her kids need. And hopefully it calms his behavior and scares him enough to be like, you know what? Let me not at least do this in public. But I am worried about them. Even now, towards the end of the day already, I'm still thinking about them. And don't be like me. Call the police. Even if you're like, I don't want to separate a family, whatever, maybe that family needs to be separated. Maybe that man needs to be removed from his home. From that home. So you can't hurt his family anymore. Hope to God that that family gets the help they need and that they're not getting hurt at home or abused or anything like that. Back to the vlog. So me and Bebe made a little Target haul for you guys with some essentials and some not so essentials. If you love pink, girly, flowy dresses, especially now that spring is coming, run to Target. Look at this little number I bought. I'm obsessed. Now to get this house ready to host 4 kids for, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, for 4 days, sorry. Well, technically 4.5 because they come Friday night and they leave like Monday afternoon. My motivation and self-will right now is at 0. I'm so exhausted and drained from the Target run, and I forgot what else we did this day. But I'm exhausted. It's the afternoon at this point. So I'm just trying to get everything as cleaned as possible because it's easier to keep a house clean when you have 4 kids in the house if everything has its place and everything's already in its place, because then it's just straight maintenance, and then the kids know exactly everything belongs so they can pick up after themselves. Because the mayhem that happens in this house, oh my god, girl, it's freaking crazy. I'm done. But nonetheless, it has to get done, because if I don't do it, nobody's gonna do it. And the worst thing I could possibly do is not get this house cleaned up before I have 6 people in this house, because for me to get it done while they're here, it's absolutely not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And our living room space is the most used out of this entire house, besides the kitchen, of course. But even then, the kitchen is only used 3 times a day, not including the drink breaks and all of that. But I'm so excited for this weekend. This weekend was so much fun. When I tell y'all we had so much planned, is our 2 oldest kids' birthday. So we're gonna decorate our house. We're gonna make it as beautiful as freaking possible. So it's a girl and a boy. Our boy is into soccer, so we made like a whole soccer theme for him. And then our girl is the most girliest girl you can think of. I swear, me and her have so much in common, because we're both girls, and we both just adore pink, stationery, all that girly stuff. So I made this completely pinked out and Barbie themed. It's basically Barbie themed for a cute girl. One that I wish I had growing up. But nonetheless, you give to your kids what you wish you've had, and better. So that's Friday, and then Saturday we're going to the American Dream Mall in New Jersey, and then on Sunday we have a birthday party we have to go to.
It's straight ahead. The statue of
It is so humid in here, but look how tall some of these slides are. Some people are bold. We have a day and a half to work on this fire truck, and I made it a little too big and a little too heavy. So Emerson came up with the idea to put little wood with whatever these are called, like these little bolts or whatever, to hold it in place with little wheels at the bottom. So all Aries has to do is just push it. It doesn't matter how much extra I add to it. But she's far from being done, and this is due on Tuesday. Mind you, it's... Hey guys, so that's it for today's video. If you stuck around this long, Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for just watching my life, basically. Sorry, I'm just hungry. But if you guys haven't already, like and subscribe. I'm going to be making a lot more videos. Not just like vlog style videos, but I'm also going to be making nail tutorial videos. Starting up business tutorials. Well, not tutorials, but like videos. And stuff I have learned so far. If you don't know, which you probably don't because I haven't really made an official video out of it, but about a year ago I received my nail technician license, and it's been a whole year, and I've done a few clients here and there, and it's been nice. I've been going to their homes because I don't have a location yet, and things have been working well that way. While I've worked for Inicio in Bloomingdale's, but you know, after talking with my partner and having moved stores, because basically what it is I'm moving from store to store, is something called being a freelancer, meaning that you don't technically have a permanent spot. Like, they could easily move you to another store. Like, for example, if I'm in Roosevelt Field, Garden City, they can move me to Bloomingdale's 59th Street or Saks Fifth Avenue, anywhere that has and carries Inicio within New York or even New Jersey. But I tell them I don't want to go to Jersey, so I had to stay in New York. But since I was changing stores, even after being in this store for a whole year, me and my partner were talking, and we kind of took this as an opportunity. He better said he convinced me to take this as an opportunity to really put in my all in what I went to school for a year ago, which was, you know, doing nails on clients. I've also decided I'm going to start doing press-on nails just because I think it's amazing. I love the idea, and I do have some clients that unfortunately, because of their job, they can't wear nails all the time, but when they go on vacation or they have like a special event, they want beautiful nails, like nails as if I would have made them myself on them. So that was my biggest consideration for making press-on nails, and I want to take you guys on that journey of making so many mistakes and having so many successes, God willing, and just figuring it out, you know? Oh, and stay tuned for the end of this video because I'm going to show you guys how the fire truck came out. Completed and everything. And I'll probably attach some photos of Aries in it, so you guys can see how cute it turned out. So cute. It really turned out so good. All this hard work. In reality, it took me like 3 days, but I kind of expanded it in the week because I did it like little by little, so I don't kill myself because it's exhausting. But I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's so cute. Amazing.
Thank you.